have you changed and grown? Like, how has this, like, 2 years of filming now, your second season is coming out. Like, how has this, being a part of like this show changed you as a person?
I got so much more confidence this season. And I really think that was, for me, when I reflect back on everything, I think that was during quarantine, when I really was put on pause. And, it was a really spiritual time for me to just really focus in on what's important to me. What do I think I'm really good at? What do I want to work on? And I took time to really focus in on empowering my strengths and working on things that I know are not serving me well, but are really important to the success of my life. And I think I did a really good job. And when the cameras came back up, I felt like a completely different person. And I think the audience is going to see that. I'm in a really good place in life. I'm sober now, and it's really cool to see. I never really connected when I decided to become sober, how much that would change me as a person and how my business ran. And I haven't seen the episodes. I don't know what the edits are like, but I felt that way in life and in business and when we were filming. And so I hope that comes across.
It's really just like you took stock of your life during quarantine, which I think that makes, I kind of did the same thing. Like, I think if someone didn't, I don't know, you wasted your time, because
I know.
if that doesn't wake you up, like when you're alone or with whoever and you're analyzing your existence, I don't know what would. So that's good. What about, we've seen on the show, like, you've been very open, about like, your extreme weight loss, and like, was that a conscious decision? Like, do you not like sharing your personal life on the show?
For me, and this was way before I was on the show, like, if you scroll way back on my Instagram, I documented the whole weight loss journey.
Yeah.
Because there's something about my personality. I think this was also part of my issue with addiction, was that I long for this connection, right? Like, I long to share stories and find other people who have been on similar rides. It's just part of who I am. It's part of something I remember being like that as a child, and it's something that never went away. And so, no, for me, I love being open and honest and finding people who have been on a similar journey. That was my favorite thing about last season was, I connected with so many people who had their own weight loss journeys, and we started doing like these Whole30s together, and it just like became this thing that I wasn't really expecting. But it's a community. It's an actual community. And I feel like the more vulnerable you are and the more real life you share, the more you connect with people that you probably otherwise wouldn't have connected with. And that's something I really, really enjoy. I know not everybody's like that. And I know some people look at it and they're like, you're crazy. Like, why are you telling everybody this? Like, this is your personal life. And I'm like, because I want to find people who share in it, and like who connect with it, and like who have their own version of it, because that keeps me motivated. Like, when somebody reaches out to me and says, your weight loss story really inspired me to do X, Y, and Z, it keeps me from going back. Same thing with sobriety. Like, when somebody reaches out and they're like, your sobriety story, has inspired me, it keeps me sober. Those are things that the more I share them and the more I connect with other people, it keeps me right-minded.